All right, so we're going to talk about how to free up your time because a lot of people talk about not having enough time to work out, not having enough time to, eat better, go grocery shopping, all that stuff. It seems to be a pretty big topic, just not having enough time. So what we have to look at is we have to look at our overall schedule and see pretty much what you're doing. You want to kind of write it down, like what do I do each day? Or you can look at your schedule for the whole week and see what it really is. You can do this with your work schedule too, and like what you do during your work day. But you got to look and ask yourself a couple questions. Number one, you want to ask yourself, like, am I doing things that are productive and will have the biggest bang, or am I just doing things that will make me feel productive? Because there's a big difference. Some people will just keep themselves busy because they feel like they're productive, they're doing stuff all the time, they're always, knocking out a bunch of things, but they're not really taking time to say, this is important, this is what needs to get done, this will move my results the fastest way, right? And then now they're just stuck doing a lot of things that aren't really getting them anywhere, right? But it makes them feel important, right? Or feel in control. And what you want to focus on is you want to look and say, what are the 1 to 2 things today that if I get them done, I feel I won the day or it was a productive day, things of that nature. Because that's really what you need to focus on. All the other stuff, you think it matters. You think you're going to get, someone might get mad at you or something like that if it doesn't get done. But it's very rare that that's the case, right? It typically go a couple of days or longer, things like that. So what you want to focus in on is one, understanding that you're not as important as you think you are. I hate to say it. All of us like to think that we need to get back to people right away. Two, you want to look at yourself and really look and say, you can do this for a day or the whole week and say, if I could only work for 2 hours a day, what would I do? And say, you can even frame it in a different way. You can say, if I was only allowed to work 2 hours a day because I just had a heart attack, and if I worked more than that, I would die, what would you do? Okay? What would you pick? And that will really frame you to understand like what's really important. What do you need to get done to get that result and stay focused with it? There's other things you can do too when it comes to creating time, and it's pretty much delegating out the things that aren't really high priority. You will be caught doing things that really you could have someone else do, or you can use technology to buffer to another time. Another thing is like just answering every incoming message that comes to you right away is another way that you'll waste time. So if you can batch those and just answer them all at once, as humans, we do a great job when we batch same tasks together. If we just keep doing them over and over again and try to get one thing done and we stop and interrupt back and forth, all the research says we literally take 20 minutes to get back on task to complete that thing that's going to make us feel good, right? So we need to really make sure that when we're going through everything, that we're doing the things that really make a difference in our lives, not just the things that make us feel like we're productive.